There's no one else.
I don't believe that.
I don't care what you believe.
Nowhere.
Stick to one woman.
Ouch.
There's only one Judge Judy.
Never lie to a judge when you're in court. It's a no-no.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 5 on Fox 56. Big Bang, tonight at 7:30.
Cleanup efforts continued across the state today after another round of severe weather rolled through Kentucky.
And Governor Beshear the surge of COVID-19 cases.
Those calm and cold conditions went out for now, but a big warm-up is heading our way before we track out the possible chance for more snow. Details coming up.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 6:30.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight at 6:30. I'm Kristen Flum.
And I'm Marvin Bartlett. People in the Madison County community of Union City say they feel thankful to be alive after an EF1 tornado touched down in the area over the weekend. The strong winds damaged Union City Baptist Church, the church van, and the home of David King, who is the church's pastor. King says he, his young daughter, and pregnant wife took cover in their basement as the storm passed over them. He says they could feel the pressure of the storm as it moved through. King says there will be a lot of cleanup for his family, but he doesn't mind.
We got through it. We were praying, holding each other, and scared. Glad that it all worked out.
The Madison County Emergency Management Office says winds during the storm reached 110 miles per hour. Governor Andy Beshear is making what he calls an unprecedented request when it comes to disaster relief for the deadly tornado outbreak last month.
This while he also extends the timeline to get much needed assistance to victims of the storm. Tornado victims in 14 counties will now be eligible for additional SNAP benefits. Beshear is also waiving certain requirements for disaster unemployment benefits. Since President Joe Biden's federal declaration, the federal government has been matching 100% of the state's cleanup costs, but Beshear says that assistance won't be in place much longer. So he's asking President Biden for another 60 days of help because of the scale of devastation.
I'm asking for something that almost no one's asked for before. This is an unprecedented disaster. Even those that have been in FEMA for decades, walking around Mayfield or walking around Dawson Springs, would look not just at us, but each other and say, this is different.
Beshear says it will be April before the Army Corps of Engineers completes its damage assessment and debris removal. As of right now, only about 3% of that surveying has been completed.
After a busy few days of severe weather, it looks as if we're getting a break.
At least for the next day or two. Chief Meteorologist Chris Johnson joins us with how this week is shaping up. Chris.
Yeah, thankful for some calm weather. No doubt about it. It was a nice day out there after some light snowfall across portions of southern and southeastern Kentucky, but it was cold. Temperatures well below normal for this time of the year. Officially topping out at 33 degrees here in Lexington. That is 10 below where we should be for this time of the year. Right now, sitting at 32 degrees. With a wind, it's light out of the west-northwest at about 3 to 5 miles per hour. Temperature-wise, already dropping below freezing in many locations. Those upper 20s and lower 30s winning out. We'll see mainly clear skies as we head through tonight. And because of that, we're nice and dry here as we show you radar across central, southern, and eastern Kentucky. We're going to stay dry for the next couple of days before we bring in some changes with the forecast. Out and about this evening, grab the winter coat. It is going to be cold. Temperatures dropping off into those middle 20s by late evening, eventually upper teens and low 20s by tomorrow morning. But temperatures rebounding to near 50 for highs into midweek before we bring in possible snow chances. We'll talk more about that with that full forecast here in just a bit.
The state's COVID numbers are getting worse. For the first time since the pandemic began, the state's positivity rate has topped 20%. Governor Beshear reported 550 new cases today, the highest single-day total, surpassing last week's daily high of 494. The state's 7-day rolling average is now up to 295. For the first time since the pandemic began, again, the state's positivity rate is over 20%.
It's back to class for many students across the Bluegrass while coronavirus cases are surging again. Fox 56's Georgia MacArthur talked to Jessamine County Superintendent about how the first day of classes went for their district.
Superintendent Matt Morris says the Jessamine County school system is closely monitoring COVID-19 data. Despite the increasing number of positive cases in the county, Morris says the school district so far dodged the surge.
We are now at 125 for our 7-day rolling average positivity rate in Jessamine County, but we are being very watchful, but we haven't seen that surge yet in the classrooms.
A test to stay program to help those deemed as close contact to test instead of quarantining is now available for staff and students at the Jessamine County Career and Technology Center.
It's been very effective thus far. We've had several students and staff that have used that throughout the first semester and actually used it quite a bit over the break.
Superintendent Moore says parents will be able to choose to keep their kids learning at home for virtual classes if they are worried about the growing positivity rate with the virus.
The first semester, we had about 115 students that participated in that program. And for the second semester, I anticipate we'll have about 150 that'll be learning virtually.
A mask policy is enforced in all the schools throughout the county, as Moore says, in an effort to lower COVID numbers.
To see all of our students back in the classroom, and I could tell that they were glad to be back in the seats, connected with their friends and their teachers. And Jessamine County is going to do everything that we can to keep our students and staff safe.
In Jessamine County, Georgia MacArthur, Fox 56 News.
The CDC is shortening the recommended time for isolation from 10 days to 5, along with a negative COVID-19 test.
The University of Kentucky is following those guidelines, shortening the isolation time for students who test positive to 5 days, as long as the student feels okay. The university is also providing 2 medical-grade KN95 masks for everyone on campus. Like last semester, people who are not vaccinated will be required to get tested each week. In a release, President Eli Capilouto said the virus is here to stay, at least for the foreseeable future. The goal now is to continue its transition to being a virus that we can manage. The spring semester begins next Monday. The new year comes with yet another chance to win the massive Powerball jackpot as it continues to climb to over $500 million after there were no winners on Saturday. The top prize for tonight's drawing is estimated at $522 million, with an estimated cash value of more than $371 million. The last winner came away with close to $700 million all the way back on October 4th. Drawings are held on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Lawmakers return to Frankfort tomorrow with a very busy agenda.
That includes redistricting and setting a budget. Up next, a look at the mood as the session begins.
And more children could be lining up for a 3rd shot after the FDA approves a lower age for boosters. That and more when we go around the world in 56.
Now, wake up to a morning newscast that stays local from 5 to 9.
And instead of national news, come home to local at 6:30.
Because Kentucky is our home.
And Fox 56 is your news.
We love our new home. Lots of windows, great light.
But the birds. They're back.
Yes, I hear them.
Uh-oh. Why are these birds so angry?
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
I'm going.
Hurry!
I know.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
For your next clogged drain, don't call a general plumber, call a specialist. The experts at Lex Reuter specialize in clogged drains and pipes. We offer preventative maintenance and 24-hour emergency service for your peace of mind. Lex Reuter, we keep you flowing.
46 Solutions is your technology partner. Call or visit 46solutions.com for your complimentary tech consultation.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word, like free refills and free samples.
Yum. Joy.
Thank you.
Free samples.
We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free! How's it working out with Benny here at the credit union?
Yeah.
I'll be right with you, man. My bad.
Benny's better at football. We're better at banking.
He's working out, in a sense.
UK Federal Credit Union. It's banking, only better.
Your son is sick. I can help you.
If anything happens, swear my son will be safe.
The Cleaning Lady, all new tonight on Fox.
Lawmakers in Frankfurt are getting ready for the start of the 2022 session. There is a long list of issues they'll debate.
Fox 56's Bodie Brooks spoke with leaders in both parties to get an idea of what might get accomplished.
On the eve of a 60-day session in Frankfurt, the agenda is already busy.
There's an awful lot of stuff that's going to take our attention.
A first major item to tackle, redistricting.
The bill will be filed on Tuesday. It is our intent to pass this plan next week.
New state house maps just unveiled Thursday. Senate and congressional maps still in the works. The crafting of a 2-year state budget, another priority. The first since 2018, after 2020's was cut short by the pandemic.
It takes most of the session. The governor gets input, the House gets input, the Senate gets input, then everybody tries to come together.
In a Monday morning press conference, Democrat leaders unveiling a laundry list of priorities.
Our priority bills are reflective of the wants of Kentuckians.
Expanded health care and voting access, universal pre-K, sports wagering, and medical marijuana legalization, and restoring the governor's emergency powers, all on the agenda. But in the face of a Republican supermajority, Senate Minority Leader Morgan McGarvey is optimistic.
You see bipartisan support for sports gambling. You see bipartisan support for medical marijuana. You see bipartisan support for every child having access to preschool.
I think a couple of those things are things the Republicans have already been showing a lot of leadership on.
Senator Whitney Westerfield.
There are going to be lots of opportunities and ways where we will work together on bipartisan efforts. Won't always be that way.
Bodie Brooks, Fox 56 News.
New numbers show Governor Beshear is setting a blistering pace for fundraising since launching his 2023 re-election bid. The governor raised $1.3 million in the final 3 months of last year. Beshear's campaign called it the strongest initial fundraising figure posted by an incumbent governor in Kentucky. In July, Republican State Auditor Mike Harmon announced he plans to run for governor.
An expansion of booster shots and finding the cause of a Colorado wildfire.
Those stories and more as we go around the world in 56. The U.S. is expanding COVID-19 boosters. The Food and Drug Administration today allowed extra Pfizer shots for children as young as 12. Boosters already are recommended for everyone 16 and older. The FDA also said everyone eligible for a booster can get one as early as 5 months after their last dose.
Congress's top doctor says lawmakers should move to a, quote, maximal telework posture. The attending physician, Brian Monahan, says there have been surging numbers of coronavirus cases at the Capitol. Monahan says the 7-day average rate of infection at the Capitol's testing center has risen from less than 1% to more than 13%.
Investigators looking for the cause of the Colorado wildfire that destroyed nearly 1,000 homes have narrowed their search to a sparsely populated neighborhood near Boulder. Authorities say it's the same area where a passerby captured video of a burning shed on the day the fire began. It's not clear whether that shed started the larger fire.
Hundreds of people flocked to the mountains in northwest Saudi Arabia for the chance to see some snow. A rare heavy snowfall fell on the mountains near the Jordanian border. Many cars were stuck on the road trying to get to that area as folks tried to enjoy the unusual weather. Not used to driving in those conditions.
Certainly not. And we're enjoying some unusual weather, a break from severe conditions before snow comes back into the picture.
That's what we're getting ready for. Up next, a look at what's left on the ground in the southeast part of the state.
Yeah, so we're going to see high temperatures rebounding into midweek before some colder air moves back into the region, and another system brings the chance for some more snow. We'll have details on that forecast ahead coming up.
New Year is a great time to refresh your home's look at the Burp Furniture New Year's Sale with huge savings throughout our 65,000 square foot showroom, plus 0% financing too. The Burp Furniture New Year's Sale, going on now.
Do you notice cold drafts when you walk past your windows? Or are you seeing your energy bills start to climb during these colder months? Well, if you answered yes to either of those questions, you're going to want to stay tuned because today we're going to show you the easiest way to replace those windows and doors affordably. Hey everybody, I'm here with Kirsten from West Shore Home. And Kirsten, a lot of people notice these problems, but they're really not ready to start a project like that right now. Holidays just ended, they were traveling, buying gifts for family and friends. They're not ready to commit to paying for a window project. How can you help them?
So Joe, we're making it easier than ever for folks to get their window or door project done right now. They can save their money and pay off those credit card bills because right now folks can get what they need with 24 months of no payments.
Wow, so you're saying no payments until the start of 2024. How about the interest rate? What about that?
So we've also got you covered there. For that entire 24-month period, you'll pay no interest on your window or door project.
So 2 full years, no payments and no interest. That's incredible.
That's right. And the best part is when we come out to take our measurements and show all the different styles and options to choose from, folks will know right there on the spot if they're approved for financing with our instant approval process.
So there's no waiting around for an approval. That's great. Kirsten, any chance you can show us a project you did in the local area?
Yeah, sure. Take a look. This family was having some serious problems with cold drafts around most of their windows. We were able to come in and install these beautiful new double hung windows. This will not only keep them more comfortable for the rest of this winter, but also increase the energy efficiency in their home for years to come.
That turned out amazing. Kirsten, thanks so much. Folks, if you're noticing cold drafts around your windows, call the window experts at West Shore Home. There has never been a better time to replace those windows than now. Give them a call today, and when you do, take advantage of this great offer. It's 50% off the cost of installation on all window and door projects. And you heard Kirsten, hold on to your money for the new year because West Shore Home is offering no payments and no interest for 24 months. Call West Shore Home now.
The Burp Furniture New Year's Sale. All the best brands at the best prices. Sofas, sectionals, recliners, bedrooms, and dining rooms. And it's all on sale. And don't forget your mattress. The Burp Furniture New Year's Sale. Going on now.
A long week of severe weather continued last night as parts of Kentucky were hit with their first snowfall of the year. Between 1 and 3 inches fell in many parts of the state, with some higher terrain areas getting up to 4 inches. Wasn't quite cold enough here in central Kentucky, so those of you excited for a white new year will have to wait just a little bit longer.
These pictures are from the southern and eastern parts of the state where most of the snow accumulated. Fortunately, residents didn't have to shovel too much this morning, but they might need to keep those shovels handy because more snow could be on the way.
Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
Well, we were told that the first week of January would be a roller coaster ride when it comes to the weather.
Certainly proving to be true. Here's Chief Meteorologist Chris Johnson, who's tracking those ups and downs on the roller coaster.
Yeah, guys, buckle up because temperatures up and down along the way for the next 7 days, but more snow chances will be a possibility. Let's talk about what we had as far as snowfall amounts over the last 24 hours. Again, this was a southern and southeastern Kentucky hit as far as the snow was concerned, and that's exactly what happened. Look at this, 1 to 3 inches just south of Madison County, points to the south and then southeast. Your higher terrain areas picking up a little bit more in terms of snowfall, ranging between 2 to 4 inches. Some isolated amounts near 5 inches showed up, especially those higher elevations around 4,000 to 5,000 feet. Now, as we look ahead again, roller coaster ride as far as those temperatures are concerned. Cold today, near 50 midweek, back down into the 20s. More snow chances, that's a possibility as we look to get into your Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, and we're going to talk about that here in just a moment. Temperature-wise right now, upper 20s and lower 30s. Cold start to our evening, and temperatures will continue to drop off well into those teens and low 20s by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. Satellite and radar across the region. Not a whole lot going on. Nice and calm out there. High pressure building in from our south and west, keeping those mainly clear skies on tap as we head through tonight. Just cold out there, especially for some of the areas to our south and east where we have that snowpack. Clear skies that allows temperatures to really cool off those middle and upper teens to those lower 20s. 23 for that projected low temperature here in Lexington. Now we look ahead for your Tuesday. Again, we're calm, we're clear for tonight on the cold side. More sunshine expected for your Tuesday. Winds a little bit breezy at times from the west and southwest, allowing temperatures to jump up. We're cool out there, but we're not as cold. High temperatures will top out in those upper 40s. Not a bad looking Tuesday on tap. We get into your Wednesday. Cold front swings through the region. Doesn't bring any moisture with it, but it does bring some cloud cover and a colder shot of some air that will swing in. And this will set the stage for the potential for that light snow that shows up as we get into your Thursday. It's breezy, it's milder. Once again, Wednesday, upper 40s, but look at temperatures really take a nosedive. 30 for a high, light snow chances becoming a possibility. And this is the system right now we are watching develop, or will develop, I should say, from the west and southwest. Could bring a good hit of some snowfall across the entire state of the Commonwealth. And as of right now, accumulations do look like a possibility before this snow would wrap up by early Friday morning. And behind this cold front, cold air settling in. We're talking temperatures well below normal, 20s for highs, teens for low. We could be talking some single digits in some locations. So here's a look at that full 7-day forecast. Again, buckle up. Near 50 Wednesday, 30 Thursday, light snow chances breaking out. Cold Friday, 26 for a high. That is it. Look at those overnight lows. Lower teens a possibility before we're back up to 50 Sunday with more rain chances making a return. So guys, as I said before, up and down as far as those temperatures are concerned, and we're keeping a close eye on those snow chances by Thursday.
Get that cold weather gear out.
A little bit of everything for sure. Thanks, Chris. Coming up next, we'll have a look at sports.
Mitch, what do you got for us tonight?
Big talk coming from UK men's hoops ahead of tomorrow's first SEC road test. They say they've got the answers to ace this one. We hear why they're confident in that up next. Plus, a new era and a new conference begins for Eastern Kentucky hoops tomorrow. It's time to dance in the Atlantic Sun. We tap in with A.W. Hamilton and the Colonels. Sports after this timeout.
Now, wake up to a morning newscast that stays local from 5 to 9.
And instead of national news, come home to local at 6:30.
Because Kentucky is our home.
And Fox 56 is your news.
Fox 56, the Weather Authority, is sponsored by Fayette Heating and Air, committed to providing safe, professional, and courteous service to every customer every time. Fayette Heating and Air is your one-stop solution for your HVAC and plumbing needs.
Another exciting enrollment season is winding down, and there's still time for you to save on quality, affordable health coverage and score great resources and benefits with Connect. So don't drop the ball. Connect, together for a better Kentucky.
People are looking for somebody that's speaking with them versus somebody that's speaking at them.
No angles, no lectures, no opinions. That's the way it is here at News Nation.
I believe that we are called to a higher standard here at News Nation to give dignity to every voice.
We understand that trust is something that we earn.
Our job isn't to tell you how to think, it's to give you the facts and then let you decide.
That's news for all America.
Preston Greens is redefining what it means to thrive in your retirement years. Come and visit our gorgeous, high-end senior living community in Lexington, Kentucky, or simply go to our website and let us take you on a virtual tour. Preston Greens provides care personalized to your needs. Our memory support program is specifically designed to address the needs of residents with Alzheimer's and dementia. At Preston Greens, we offer amenities including an on-site dog park, golf putting green, as well as a hair and nail salon. Discover Lexington's newest luxury personal and memory care community. Discover Preston Greens.
There's no one else.
I don't believe that.
I don't care what you believe.
Ooh.
There's only one Judge Judy.
I'm getting you to smile.
Oh, yeah. Judge Judy. Weekdays at 5 on Fox 56.
Folks, the clock is winding down. There's just a little time left for you to make the play to save more on quality health coverage through Connect. So beat the buzzer and enroll before January 15th. Connect, together for a better Kentucky.
Sheldon's taking a crash course.
Honestly, who drinks a Slurpee at 11 a.m.?
The next Young Sheldon, tonight at 7. Now, Fox 56 Sports, sponsored by Arby's.
Or with a different mentality to have that roll-kill instincts and to play with a swagger, to play to ruin the team's weekend. And unfortunately, they're naming the court and they're doing all this wonderful things for a really good coach. But it's business. It's not personal.
I mean, did you all hear the conviction behind that statement right there? You always hear how it starts at the top in Kentucky. Assistant Coach Chin Coleman, along with Coach Callan and the rest of the staff, have pushed this UK team to believe they're championship caliber. We'll know if this UK team is indeed that by the end of January. How so? Because it's a gauntlet month for them, starting with 21st ranked LSU tomorrow night. The Cats are headed to Baton Rouge as we speak to face off against the Tigers in an arena that can and will get loud. The squad knows that the target is on their back simply because they're the University of Kentucky. It's not cockiness, it's the truth. Today, Davian Mintz said they're used to court rushes, as you see there, from fans if they lose, an extra physicality and barking from players on the court. Guess what? It's what they signed up for.
This is why you come here. I mean, what else do you want? You want to be the main scene. So it is what it is. We're used to it at this point, and the state should be too. I mean, this is why we come here, and this is why we are UK. It's an attraction when we play in your arena. So just to know how it feels to go in there and win, and it'll be our first one of the year on the road, that'll be big for us.
High fives for Cats freshman Ty Washington because he is once again the SEC co-freshman of the week. Last week, Washington averaged 14.5 points while dishing out nearly 6 assists per game. Nobody has been named Frosh of the Week in the conference this season more than Ty, who's now been honored 3 times. Eastern Kentucky's Devante Blanton took home Atlantic Sun Player of the Week, which is a good sign for things to come because the Colonels, they haven't even played a conference game as an Atlantic Sun member just yet. That changes tomorrow night in Richmond. EKU hosts Central Arkansas tomorrow night to kick off a Sun play. The Colonels have bounced back after a tough skid early in the season. They're 9-4 and have sights set on a first-year title. Members of the OVC are looking forward to this new chapter in the program.
We had a great run. It was an exciting time, but it's a new time. And we're excited about the new league and the new challenges. We're excited for our fans. They're going to see a whole crop of new teams. So, and tomorrow is night 1. And but the best part of it, it's conference play begins. And that's the most exciting thing about college basketball. And then you look into March.
It's the beginning of the year. It's also the best part of the year because the play intensifies. Yeah. We'll see that tomorrow night with UK and, of course, EKU.
Yeah, you really know who's good now.
It's get exciting.
Absolutely.
All right, and we're happy for a little bit of break after a couple of rough days.
Listen, it was an active start to the year, guys. Thankfully, it's nice and calm once again as we look ahead for your Tuesday. A little warmer, too. Still cool, but not as cold. Upper 40s winning out more the same Wednesday. Breezy, dry cold front moves through. That sets the stage for some colder air Thursday. And, guys, we're going to be keeping a close eye on some potential light snow chances late day Thursday.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Hey, another new show here on Fox 56, 6:30 p.m. Be sure to catch us at this time every night.
Yeah, and we will see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock for another newscast. We'll see you then.
Good night.